Hi, it's John from North Star Nursery, Garden and Home, your coastal gardener. Oh my goodness, sorry I'm late. It's been a bit of a morning. So, so many things coming in right now. All of your late summer, fall bloomers are here, and if they're not here, they're on their way. So I just wanted to kind of go over a little bit of everything. The table is so full, there's really no room for me. But also wanted to reiterate something. I was talking to a customer the other day and they didn't seem to understand about Sure Start. So I want to make sure that everybody is using Sure Start when you're planting everything. So whether it's a house plant, whether it's an outdoor plant, in a container, in the ground, it doesn't matter. This is essential to planting. The reason this is essential is that it has a microbe in it that helps digest nutrients and makes it available to the plant more readily than regular fertilizers. So this is really important component to your overall garden success. So you should be using this. If you're not, get in here and get it. Oh, speaking of which, bonus bucks are happening right now too. So if you guys have bonus bucks hiding in your wallet or your glove compartment, if you didn't clip it to your August calendar like I told you to, then you have to look for them. So grab them, bring them in here. We're 10 days into the month, or 11 days, something like that. And so you just have 20 more days, 2 more weeks. Well, no, 2+ more weeks. So anyways, get those bonus bucks in here and have some fun. Also been getting a lot of calls lately looking for ladybugs. Unfortunately, I cannot find any ladybugs. And I think Hare Creek is in the same situation because we all get from the same supplier. So I think the coast has no ladybugs. So if you're having aphid problems, neem oil, all-season oil. Very important that you spray once a week for 3 weeks. I had a customer come in not too long ago who said, oh, that neem oil doesn't work. And I said, well, how are you spraying it? I was just curious. She says, well, I sprayed it and it didn't work. And I said, well, did you spray it 3 times? That's very important because you have to get the first kind of batch of aphids or insects, and then you need to get the second batch that comes out. And that third spray is a precautionary spray. It's to make sure that you've gotten everything that you need to get. The other thing is you have to absolutely spray up underneath the leaves as well as the top of the leaves because aphids love to hide under leaves. So if you're having problems, neem oil and all-season oil. Okay, now the fun starts. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I'll start with one of my favorites. This is Rudbeckia goldstrum. And it is a lovely Rudbeckia. It is my #1 favorite Rudbeckia because it has a nice foliage base and then it spikes up and makes these lovely flowers with these black seed heads. The seed heads are really good for drying actually, and we use them in wreaths during the Christmas season. So that's Rudbeckia goldstrum. Also, literally can't find everything I brought. This is Rudbeckia Cherokee Sunset. This is from Emerisa Gardens. Look at the size of this plant in this 4-inch pot. It is just saying, get me in the ground. But look at that flower. Isn't that pretty? So this one is a solid color one. There are ones that are two-tone. This is a really fun one. So this is actually called, it's a combo deal, a hybrid. It's an Echinacea. You're going to love this. It's a combination of an Echinacea and a Rudbeckia. They crossed them, and this is what they got. The leaf structure is a little bit more narrow than some of the Rudbeckias, and the cone on the top of the flower is a little bit more predominant like an Echinacea would be. And the colors on these Echinaceias can vary a lot from flower to flower. So it's kind of nice because you get a mixture of stuff in one plant. So, and then, look at this. I love this. And Marisa does such a good job at growing. Indian Summer. This is just the basic Black-Eyed Susan. These are going to be, I mean, I think if you guys are doing cut flowers, I mean, can we talk? Look at the stem length on these things. Totally could use those for cut flowers. So if you're doing a cut flower garden, these guys would be major bonus to get in your yard. Let's see. Oh, in the realm of Echinacea / Echinacea, lots of Echinaceas coming in. I'm really sorry I'm going to torture you with this. We only got 3 of them in, so you guys better come in and get them if you love them. Look at that. I didn't know what I was getting when I ordered 3. I looked it up, but the picture didn't look this good. This is gorgeous to me. This is called Echinacea Pretty Parasols. Isn't that gorgeous? So for those of you that come in and scoop up the 3 that are here, and the rest of you that come in after that, I'm going to try to get more of these for sure. And I think what I'm going to try to do is find a plug source so that I can grow them for next year, because I just think they're stunning. Maybe it's just me. Maybe nobody's going to like them and I'll just take all 3 of them home to my house. Come on, my house. So, and then we have Echinacea Magnus. This is just a basic Echinacea. It's been on the market forever. It's the purple variety. There's another one called White Swan, which is a white flower. We have those out there also. I just ran out of room on the table. Dahlias. This is stunning. This is called Watermelon Pink, and it just doesn't get any better than that. That flower, it hasn't even finished opening yet. It's going to be huge. So we have a bunch of the 2-gallon dahlias that we potted up for you guys from our tubers that we bought in this year. This is another one. This is called Dark Monarch, purple and pink. Those colors are just stunning. Ooh. And I'm just seeing some of these salvias that go with it. This dusty color has been really popular in the market in the last few years. Let's see. So these are Coreopsis. Coreopsis is another great summer bloomer. This one is called Uptick Red, larger leaf structure. This one is Sizzle and Spice Curry Up, as in spicy curry. Now, this is what we would call a thread leaf variety, so because it has the very narrow leaves. When these are done blooming, don't hesitate to cut them down hard and let them regenerate, and you might actually get a second bloom, especially if you get them in sooner than later. There was one other, I thought. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This one is, I love these names. This is Sizzle and Spice Hot Paprika. So clearly we're going for a seasoning theme. But another thread leaf variety, usually tops out about a foot or so. Very, very pretty. Great cut flower filler, actually, if you wanted to do that for cut flowers. For those of you who love mums, I know some people love them and some people hate them, but we're getting them in. We have, this one's called Hotspot Bronze, and it's not blooming. And I'm not sure if that's, yep. So there's a bunch of not blooming varieties out there that haven't budded up yet. This one is, and they all have color tags on them so you can see what you're getting. 5-alarm red is this guy here. And then we have Misty Lilac Pink. Really pretty. So what I did yesterday was I took some old violas and some of the chrysanthemums that haven't budded up yet, and I actually potted them in larger pots. So it'll be a viola and or violas all around a really lovely chrysanthemum. So you can do that yourself, or you can wait for ours to be done. They should probably be done in about 4 weeks. Okay. Um, Love these. There's lots of different varieties of Bidens. This one is called Bitty Boom Red. These just bloom their heads off all spring and summer long. And if they ever start to look rough, just clear cut them to the ground and start fertilizing them. That was actually another question the other day. People were wondering about when we cut things back, if we actually fertilize. And the answer is definitely yes. So what I always do when I cut a plant back is I immediately fertilize it. I usually use triple 16 or Sure Start or a balanced formula of some sort. There's an all-purpose that we sell. And I make a pilot hole with a nail or a screwdriver and get the fertilizer down to the root zone quicker than putting it on top and letting it percolate down. So make sure you fertilize after you cut back. Very important. Salvia stories. Let's see here. Let me get them all together. Love, love, love this Patton's Blue. This is one of my favorite salvias. It's got a great blue tone. Really, really nice plant. Very good looking in the garden. Max is out about 2.5 feet high and wide. Handles cutting back really, really well. Hummingbirds adore this because of that tubular flower. Any of the salvias the hummingbirds are going to love. There is quite a group of new salvias. This one's called Skyscraper Pink. And it might be an offshoot of like Wendy's Wish, which we might have. No, that's Skyscraper. That's another Skyscraper. So Wendy's Wish came out probably 3 years ago and has this nice, simple green foliage, and then these really great calyxes that are one color, and then the flower, the tubular flower, comes out as another. And so they've done some hybridizing. Clearly, Skyscraper is the name of the series. So this one's pink. This is Skyscraper. They're calling it dark purple. You guys are going to laugh when you see this tag. I would say dark red. But anyways, we won't get technical. There's that. And then there's this one called Skyscraper Orange. I think this one's going to be really, really fun. It's actually got an orange colored tubular flower that comes out. So for those of you that are wanting to do kind of a fall thing, this and this would be really pretty together. That great orange. And we love Mystic Spire's salvia. This is just a really, really great salvia. I just planted a bunch of these at my house. I did help my brother-in-law with a landscape in Concord, and we did a lot of these in the very front. Looks really pretty. And they, hi Donald, and they fluff out really nicely. So, and again, the hummingbirds adore them. So a great one if you're doing pollinators, butterflies. This is another one that's really good. Salvia Purple Rain. It's a little bit more of a kind of loose, wild look, so not as compact and you know, neat and tidy. So if you're looking for something a little bit wild and crazy, this would be a good one for you. I'm running out of room. Sunflowers. So we started getting a bunch of the sunflowers in. I usually try to make sure we get branching varieties so that, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, there's a whole bunch of little buds coming off of this. So once this is done, you can cut that off and then the other ones will come. The other thing I do is when I cut these off, I set them aside in the garage to let them dry out, and then you can use them as bird feeders later on. Just stick them on a stake and put them out on the yard. Or if you have railings on your deck, you can lay them on the deck railing and the birds will have a field day. Ooh. A lot of you were asking for heliotrope earlier in the season, and it's always late to come in because it likes the heat. So we finally have heliotrope in. Heliotrope is a lovely little perennial, kind of semi-shrubby, about 2 feet tall. Really, really, really sweet, kind of vanilla-y fragrance We have them in 1 gallons. We also have them in 4-inch pots too. So if you're looking for heliotrope, the 1 gallons look awesome. The 4-inch look good too, but if you want to get started big, go for 1 gallon. Heucheras. This is Heuchera. Oh, we're going back to seasonings again. Heuchera paprika. So this one's a little bit on the smaller side for a gallon, but it'll fluff out soon. Great foliage play as far as like mixing it with other plants. This is a really pretty one. This is one of my favorites. This is called Snow Angel. Snow Angel has this really nice variegated foliage. It has a very neat habit, so it doesn't get too big. About 10 inches or so of a mounding foliage, and then the flowers spike up probably about a foot or so above the foliage itself. Again, the hummingbirds like these. When the flowers come out, they're small and slightly tubular. So another good one for hummingbirds. And a great accent. I'm going to break the flower on the salvia. This is another really cool heuchera. Oh, FYI, all the heucheras are not deer resistant. This looks like something you'd want to eat, so they're going to want to eat it. So if you want to use these, they definitely need to be protected from the deer or sprayed with liquid fence. This is Heuchera Lime Ricky. Another great kind of ruffly, bright green. I think these are lovely in the shade because when you put them in a shady area, it looks like somebody's turned on a spotlight. It's really nice. Here's another one, Grape Soda. I think all these names are all turning into food. Here's another one, Spellbound. That just has that great silver veining. Or I shouldn't say silver veining. Silver body with that kind of purpley veining. Very pretty. A little bit bigger than the others. And let's see if I can reach it. Oh, there's a baby paprika. So this is just a smaller variety of that first 1 gallon I showed you. I just grabbed everything because I was so excited. This one's called Berry Smoothie. The great colors. Really fun. Heucheras. Kufia. So a lot of you have been asking about Kufias. I only have about 4 varieties in. I have not received bat face yet, although bat face is kind of a technical term or more of a common term. This is the little face, and I think people call one variety bat face, but most of the Kufias have this little face going on with these little ears. I'm not sure, can you even get that? Yeah? Great. So this one is Kufia Cubano Cristo. So all of the Kufias are pretty much sun-loving in our area. In the valley, they might want a little bit of shade, so maybe sun protection. They do have a tendency to get hit with frost really hard. So what I would suggest doing on all Kufias, just as a precautionary measure, is don't do any hard pruning until next spring, when you start to see where things are germinating from. So that's this little guy. This one just blooms its head off. This is called Honey Bells. Smaller flower. Still has that same little bat face, just on a smaller scale. Very pretty. Another hummingbird favorite. And then this one is called Cubano Presidente. Kind of fun. Nice color. Okay, that was Kufia. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I know, I grabbed too many things. We've gotten Chocolate Cosmos back in again, so if people were looking for Chocolate Cosmos, we have it in 1 gallons and in 4-inch. So if you like the smell of chocolate in your garden, this is what you need. These like full sun. And then we do have some really fun fancy leaf geraniums for those of you that are geranium lovers. I think that's everything. Sorry, I probably went over really long, but there was just too much to talk about. So don't forget, bonus bucks. We have a nice little layer of fog, so it's nice and cool out there. And I guess we will just look forward to seeing you at the nursery. Have a great day.